Hey guys, I just wanted to check in and see how your week's going. I had a few questions from students this week and I wanted to address them via video so you guys can get a look of how we kind of go through the classroom together. So if you checked on Blackboard, about a week before the course started, I posted an orientation video for how you guys can get around Blackboard. I'm just going to review some of that stuff now, and I'm also going to answer these questions. So very quickly, before we start the orientation, I wanted to let you know a couple of students had emailed me saying that they're receiving emails saying that they have a blog post that's incomplete and it's past due. So last week there was a huge issue with Blackboard. A bunch of professors had trouble in their courses because Blackboard had copied information over from other courses into our course. So I have other LEH courses that I teach, and when the Blackboard system went down and it booted back up, some of my course materials from my literature course came into our course. So now it's saying that you have a bunch of assignments that are past due. You do not. You only have to do the assignments that are on your learning materials tab. And if you are getting an email about a past due blog post, please disregard. I have been working with Blackboard for them to try and delete those weird assignments, and they're working on it. So please disregard that email from Blackboard saying that you've got a bunch of notifications about past due assignments. Just do the assignments for this class. I'm sorry about that. I can't really control the technical stuff on Blackboard. I try the best I can, but anytime you guys have issues accessing something or like that you can reach out to me about, like, hey, I can't find this assignment. I can probably help you with that. But if it's like, your test shuts down or something seems to be deleted, we might have to bring in a Blackboard tech. But always let me know and I can let you know when you should be calling them. All right, so I wanted to orient you to the course again really quickly for those of you who are still having trouble and you started, with an online course and this is your first time. Every Monday or at the beginning of the week, you want to head to learning materials. This is where all of your course information is. So week 1, you're supposed to watch your intro videos. Sorry, I'm at home with my kids today. Week 2, you were doing chapter 1. So this is like what I would write on the board at the beginning of the week to let you guys know what you should be doing. So we're in week 3. No, I'm sorry. We're in week 4. You already completed your chapter 1-2 quiz. So this week, we're doing chapter 3 and 4, and they're due by Friday night. So every Friday night, by Friday night, you need to complete your discussion board, which really isn't too much, guys. At the beginning of the week, you read your chapter, you watch the PowerPoint, and then you complete the discussion board. The discussion board shouldn't take you more than, I would say, like 20 minutes, half an hour, if you're doing a really thorough job, which you guys have been. They've been awesome. I wanted to let you know that grading these has been a pleasure to get to know you guys and see how you're interacting with peers. It's awesome to see your engagement there, and the tests have been great. So if you haven't seen, your test grades should be up. Typically, I try to get tests back within 3 or 4 days. So, barring anything that happens over the weekend, I can usually get them back by a Tuesday or Wednesday if we take them on a Friday. I try to be really quick with those so you guys can know what your grade is. Either way, at the beginning of the week, there should be no question what's due or what you need to do. So it's very clear. Week 4, you need to read chapter 3, watch the PowerPoint, and then complete the discussion board. Every time you go into your learning materials, it will look like this. It'll have the PowerPoint, and then I also include terms to study. You do not have to do anything with these terms. You don't have to type them up and send them in. This is an assignment. This is a study guide, so you guys can keep track. So by the test, you guys know that you're prepared and you've already started going over the terms. What I see is that students who actually open these up and use them, so it's not a whole lot. This is what you need to know for chapter 3. It's not all-encompassing. There might be something on the test that I don't include here, but I really try to include the majority of what you're going to see on the test. But also, if you read your chapters and you go through the PowerPoint and go through these, you should be adequately prepared for your exam. The other thing I've noticed with the exams is that some of you are literally copying and pasting information from the online text into our exam. Guys, I shouldn't have to say it's an exam. Like, you can't copy and paste material. This is college. If you don't know the answer to something, maybe 1 or 2 questions, you can look it up, but you are not copying. I mean, this is a test. You're supposed to be showing me what you've learned. If you find that you're going through an exam and having to look up like half the answers, you're not adequately prepared and you're not learning anything. So you need to study more. A lot of professors seeing regurgitated material like that would just give you a 0 for the exam. So please know, I've probably given you a warning. If I've mentioned something in the exam like, hey, please don't copy and paste material, that's your warning. Please do not plagiarize material from your textbook into your exam. You guys know that that's not cool. Okay, so you guys know how to use your learning materials. This is like literally I'm handing you a packet for the week and saying this is what you're doing. So let me know if you have any trouble with this. Don't forget that your behavior change plan needs to be posted in the discussion board. So how to do that? You head on over to the discussion board, go to behavior change peer feedback. Only one person has done this. Thank you, Victoria. So you're going into this thread, you are creating a thread, and then you're posting your goals. That way, peers can come in, click on your goals, and offer you constructive feedback. Then, once you get 3 peer feedbacks, you're going to go into assignments, you're going to click behavior change plan, and you're going to submit your Word version or your Pages version, whatever document version you have, with your peer feedback included here. And I can go over that again next week because it's not due until March 6th. Okay, but you have to head on over to the discussion board and post your plan so people can provide feedback. Post your plan here by 2/21. Only one person has done it so far. This has been up for 3 weeks, guys. And it's also been in, you need to be using this too. Let's see. You need to be using this schedule. So I made this schedule and I put it up several days before the course even began. For those of you who have emailed me about due dates, they're all here as well. You have multiple places to find due dates. All of your due dates should be here in your course schedule, and they should be in your learning materials tab. So it's all organized. There's no question when something is due. You know, I received a couple emails like, oh, I didn't know that test was due. There's always an announcement when a test is made available. So you guys know when everything's due. I always have due dates here in the Learning Materials tab and always in your course schedule. Okay, I even tell you when you need to be reviewing for a quiz. So if you haven't opened up this document, this is like the Bible of the course. This is telling you when everything's due and what you should be working on. Okay, so like for week 4, we're currently in. You should have read chapter 3, read chapter 4, see week 4 lesson plan for homework instructions due by 2/21. All of that's there, guys. Okay? So let me know if you have any trouble accessing, but it's all organized by week. There's really nothing you can miss here. Okay? So please let me know if you have any questions. Oh, I want to mention one more thing. Here's the Group Connect chat room. So you'll come here and click on this tab anytime you log into Blackboard. This is a way for you guys to enter a chat room and talk to peers in your class. So you'll just click on Course Room. It's always available. You'll hit Join, and then it'll let you in. I'm not going to log in now, but it'll show you how to join. And then you can just talk with peers whenever you're on Blackboard. This is a good way to get feedback and just chat with each other, share any questions you have, or talk with peers about what lecture you're watching, whatever you want to talk about. Okay, I just wanted to address that too because I had that question this morning. All right, guys, please let me know if you have any more questions. I'm here, and I hope you're having a great week. Bye.